How you doing, YouTube? Silver Joker here. Okay, so I went down to my local coin store, Franklin Street Coin. Talked to my local coin store owner, Phil. He had these 5-ounce ATBs here on display that he just bought from a customer, and so I asked him if are they a good investment for the stacker. And of course, he's a local coin store owner, so his objective is to sell them to me. But I think the information that he gave me is pretty interesting. I think you guys will find it interesting too. So if you want to hear more, stick around.
You could
Legally.
take that legally and cash it for 25 cents.
Wow.
Yes, the same idea with. We've had stories. Multiple stories of people taking silver eagles to banks and
I've
putting
heard
them
some of those.
into their account for $1, and the bank gives them credit for $1, and they put them in there. And what the bank does with them after that, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure the bank won't. You can't go to the bank and tell them, look, you got any silver eagles back there that I can get for $1. They probably
already bought them.
if I was an employee there, I would. But they're nice. They're nice. 5 ounces. I'm considering, I'm considering buying this whole stack here, but I got a budget, and so if I do that, I'll just put it in my budget and just adjust it, as I go along. But I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do have a budget. But so I guess so these are the Florida ones.
I think
Everglades?
those are the Everglades, yes.
Okay, so I know that in the 2014, do you know anything? Are these like a little bit more collectible, or are these just the normal ones? Because I know Hawaiian volcanoes, those are pretty sought after.
And partly the reason for that, I believe, is that the 2011 and 2012 issues, they came out when silver was much, much higher in the market. So
Okay, I see what you're saying.
as the mint prices these, you'll find that the mint prices these considerably above silver spot price when they first come out. So people paid typically a lot more for their 2011, 2012 5-ounce coins from the mint. So I believe that gave them kind of a heads up in terms of value in people's minds, because people originally paid more for them. It was mainly because silver was so high back in 2011 and 2012.
Okay, I got you.
On top of that, then, because they were higher, not as many people bought them,
Right.
because they were used to paying maybe $18 to $20 an ounce, and all of a sudden they doubled.
Right.
It was $35, $40 an ounce. So the mint, when they sell them, they have a formula which they calculate the spot price and what they have to pay for silver, and then they set a price on these. So I think because of that, the mintages also were much lower, because not as many people wanted to purchase these at the
Right.
higher price, basically twice what they were accustomed to buying them at. So I think that's one of the reasons that some of the ones that we have out there now from 2011 and 2012, including the volcanoes and things like that, that's why they hold their value. Like from the start, they were more expensive based on the silver market, and that combined with the fact that because they were more expensive, probably fewer people bought them, which meant overall mintages were lower. So today you have an original price being higher, lower mintages, and I think that keeps the price up. On the normal ones, depending on where silver was, the mint prices these based on, again, spot price and their formula. They do have a particular formula. You can go to the website of the mint, and they'll tell you exactly what their silver and gold formulas are. And then they sell them. But usually, from my experience, that if you wait for these on the secondary market, chances are you can probably find them a little bit less than what the mint was originally asking for them, as long as silver remains flat. Now, if silver does go up, of course, they could certainly be higher. So after that, they kind of follow the bullion market versus the U.S. Mint original price. And if you could get them close, not at spot, obviously, but if you get them close to spot, same with the Eagles, down the line, I think they will hold their premium, definitely. So yes, I think they're a good buy, as long as you're not paying 1.5, 2 times spot to get them.
I got you.
I think you do well with them.
So
in your stacks, yes.
So this will hold its value, I guess, because this is a 5-ounce bar here from I'm not sure who makes these, maybe Sunshine Minting, but anyway, this will hold its value better because it's a minted product. It's a government minted product. So it's the same amount of silver there, but this is going to hold its value more because it's a minted product and it carries that minted premium.
And there's a set amount of
And
those
there's
out there.
there's a set amount of these.
You can
out there.
find out how many they actually. I don't know offhand, but you can find out how many of these are in existence. Basically, how many of them actually sold.
Right.
Their numbers are out there. The bars. Some companies are better at keeping records about how many bars they put out.
I'm going to tell you right
my guess
now.
is there's going to be a lot more of these 5-ounce bars out there than those right there.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's nobody checking to see how many of these were minted. Right. That's not even a factor. I mean, it'd be a waste of time anyway to check, because these are, they're a investment grade silver bar. That's basically what they are. It's the silver value. It's a hedge against inflation if you're going to be stacking it. This is just a little bit more special, therefore it's going to carry a little bit more of a premium, and that's really the point of this whole thing. And because the U.S. minted these, that's just right off the top gives it a little bit more prestige for one, maybe a little bit more value.
Yeah, it gives you a little badge on your silver, I think, because
Right.
it is made by the U.S. Mint. It's monetized. I'm not saying that this has a huge
Right.
numismatic following and people are banging down doors to buy them. I'm just saying that there is a bit of a premium associated with them because they are a U.S. Mint product, and
Right.
there's a limited number of them. There's a certain mintage that were made, and that's all that they can make. They can't make any more of these. If this is a refinery, they have this mold still, they could punch out as many
Right.
as they want. So these are limited after the production run is done and the year is over. The mint cannot make more of these.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, they may become important in terms of collectability, a little more than just their silver value.
Right.
You have that potential. The only thing to get scared off is off the huge premium.
Right.
So we just sold a Black Panther 1 ounce.
Those things are sought after.
Yes, we just sold one. It was graded, but I mean, it walked out of here at $95 today for an ounce of silver.
Yeah.
But will it hold its value? I mean, the modern things, it's hard to say. We're more versed in the older things that have had a track record of pricing, so we kind of know where those would fall today, where they fell 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and by extrapolation, maybe where they might fall in a few years.
Right.
The modern things that you're paying a huge premium for, unknown. I mean, it's completely unknown. You can look at mintages. You can, again, do some extrapolation as to where the mintages might take them in the future in terms of demand right now and what type of premium you're paying for them. But it's an unknown, especially the modern things.
Right. There's no track record. There's nothing you can look back on and see how it performed over time, I guess. All right, well, I appreciate that.
Yep.
My viewers are going to love the information on these. They may or may not see this stack at home. We'll see. I'm still debating. Well, thanks, Phil. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right. So, seriously, who believed that I wasn't going to buy these coins here? I know I got a budget of 25 ounces a month, but my overall goal is 300 ounces for the year. So I'm within that. So, you can play with your budget that way. You guys know that it's really, for me, it's about the ounces. If spot price stays pretty much where it is, then I'll be able to adhere to that 25 ounce a month budget. But, if it fluctuates wildly, then, we'll make adjustments. But, 300 ounces a year is really my goal, 25 ounces a month. I trust Phil. He hasn't steered me wrong yet. He's never made me feel like I've got a bad deal. Everything, all the advice that he's given me so far has paid off. It's been good advice, so I trust him, and he's my go-to guy. So he sold me these ATBs for $140 a piece, and that came up to right around $2.65 over spot. Because when I bought these, spot was $25.35, right around there. So that's about $28 an ounce is what I paid for these. But if you look here at JM Bullion, they got them for $177.92. But look at this. They got their $7.40 over spot. $7.40 over spot. And then their buyback here is $132.80 for a buyback. So that's really why I go and see Phil, because I can see him face to face. We talk. And, I feel like I get a real square deal because we talk about it, we discuss it. And, now I'm not putting J and Bullion down because I've bought from them before and I will probably buy from them in the future. But, if you can get better deals than that, then I suggest you do that. I mean, that's the importance of, having options, giving yourself options. Okay, so I don't want this video to go too long. I just wanted to show you guys what I bought. And sticking to a budget means that you can be flexible with your budget. I'm still sticking to my budget amount, but I will adjust that in the future if spot price, swings wildly, like sometimes it does. We had a little bit of a smackdown with spot price here lately. But that's if you stack silver, if you've been stacking silver, to expect that. We're not stacking to spot price. We're not stacking to premiums. We're stacking to fulfill our ounces in our stack. And that's what we stack for. Okay, so like I said, I don't want this video to go too long. I got more stuff coming. I got more visits to make. I got a really good video coming. Well, we have a really good video coming on the silver spot. That'll be next. I'll have that posted hopefully this weekend, maybe tonight or tomorrow. It's very good. It's kind of like a part 2 of our last podcast. But, I appreciate you guys stopping by and showing us love. I appreciate you guys really supporting both channels. I mean, you guys are awesome. You're great. And we are going to give back. I know a lot of people, they kind of frown on giveaways, but we do that because we enjoy the positive energy that you guys give to us. And the only way we really can give back physically is with giveaways. And so we want to do that. So we're going to have more of them coming up in the future. And we're going to have excellent content, as you guys know. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, ring that bell, and be notified as soon as I put out another video. And you can join me on Instagram, and I'll have a link to my Instagram in the description of this video. And let's just look out for each other. Let's just take care of each other. There's so much going on, negativity around us, and we can have a decompression chamber, which could be right here, watching videos that you enjoy, something that's going to give you peace of mind. And that's what it's all for. You can't avoid what's going on around you in the world, but you can definitely give yourself a break. And that's what I try to provide here for you guys. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're just going to keep the silver train rolling. I mean, we got a lot of track ahead of us. And if we roll together like we've been doing, we'll reach all the goals that we've set for ourselves. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Keep stacking. Peace.